As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Sam Houston Bearcats. The Bearcats will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Texas's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Weir. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it.
And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Back to pass. It's Weir. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And here comes the offense on second down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in that.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll bring it back. It's Wilkins. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to be...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Bearcats have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Mancuso. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkins. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by 13 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big.
And that pass is intercepted. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Sam Houston. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. And the Bearcats will move the sticks. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. And off from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Bearcats are on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Off play action on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looking downfield, it's Weir. This time he's got his man. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. 1st down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They're trying to get to it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. Dropping back, it's Weir. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On second down, he's looking downfield. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air. It's Weir. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On second down, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is how you start a drive. You need the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Weir. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is a career game for this linebacker. You don't see a lot of linebackers get 2 picks in a game, but this guy's done it. He's done an outstanding job in zone coverage and in man, and he's showing his coaching staff he's got pretty good ball skills too.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Now they'll run the draw. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch called for and made. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 2nd down coming up. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Longhorn! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to throw, it's Weir. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He finds his man. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking to pass. It's Weir. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kick them in the face.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,